Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Gemini for mid-month December. Okay, you can have Gemini anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross-watcher. All that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, Gemini, when I was being called to do the mid-month readings, normally what I do is I get messages through writing, but this month for some reason they've been having me get messages through songs. And for everyone else, they just had me hit shuffle, right? And it was the first song. But for you, for some reason, they had me hit shuffle and then skip 6 songs because 6 is represented by Gemini. You are the month of June, which is the 6th month. Or in tarot, you're represented by the Lovers, which is the number 6 card. I said that totally wrong before. So it's the Lovers, number 6. June is the 6th month. And so they had me get the 6th song. And the 6th song that it was is quite an interesting song. It is called Pepper by the Butthole Surfers. So that song, there's one lyric that was really standing out that they wanted me to bring up, and it's actually like a lyric that can be misheard. When I was a kid and I would listen to this song, I always heard, you never know just how you look through other people's eyes, right? And so that's us not knowing how other people can interpret us, or maybe not even like that registering to us about that people can view us in a different way than we view ourselves. But then also the lyric can be heard as you just never know how to look through other people's eyes. And that's kind of like the other side of it, is like we don't know how we look to other people, but then also we don't have the ability to see things and situations through other people's eyes. And so maybe that's something that you're needing to focus on, trying to see situations from different perspectives, because the whole song is talking about a group of people. Like there's a lot of names given. It's like the first 3 names are Mikey, Sharon, and Shuri, right? And how they're all tied together. And so it's like a group of people who are all tied together. It's almost like one of those movies that's like short stories of people who are all linked in some way. It's kind of like that. It could be talking about a friends group. It could be talking about family. But there's probably like 6 to 10 people listed in the song. And so it's like roughly around that size. So maybe you're dealing with a group of people around that size, that maybe you don't always see eye to eye with, but you still love them and care about them, because the things that are common denominators between that group of people are kind of negative things in the song. So that's quite interesting, but it's like they still are in each other's lives and they still are there for a reason. So it could be family, because that's a very family-ish dynamic, but also like a group of friends that you've had since childhood. Since my childhood did come up, because that song I did hear a lot about, or I did hear it a lot in my youth, probably like middle school age. It didn't come out, but the 5 of Swords did kind of like flip and saw it, and 5 of Swords is about kind of not conflict, that's the 5 of Wands, but it's almost like people being selfish, which is that not seeing ourselves through other people's eyes. But you don't always have to see yourself through other people's eyes. It's healthy sometimes, but then also we don't want other people's perspectives to skew our decision making either. But we have to still think about others, but just still decide what's best for us. Like harm to none, right? Is what I'm getting there. Okay, let's get a message for Gemini for mid-month December, please. What's the message for Gemini mid-month December? Mid-month December for Gemini, please. Well, there's another 5 of coins. Feeling left out in the cold is like the meaning of this, and like literally in this card, that is what it's saying. But what's interesting is it looks like this person is outside, but if you look at this, through this window is like the trees, and it looks like the sun is shining. It might not be like a summer day, but it looks like there's at least sun shining on this wintry day. But for some reason it's not shining inside, but it's still cold and desolate inside. But then there's like these 5 rings I'm seeing is like they're being illuminated as like hope. But you're not looking up there. It's like you're needing a different perspective. You're keeping your head down and looking down at this cold, desolate energy, right? Where if you look up, you'll see the hope. That's interesting. So I'm seeing like the 5 rings, and 5 rings is like some Olympics, right? And I'm hearing specifically like Summer Olympics. I don't know if that's something like you like watching maybe with a group of people. Maybe that's something you watch with your family. And you know, we were supposed to have the Olympics this year and we didn't because of the pandemic. That's so interesting. So maybe something around like that. I don't know if it's June or July that the Olympics is usually going on. But it is like maybe around your birthday, you know, the Gemini season. What's on the bottom? Hanged Man. Yeah, it's like maybe, you know, you could be feeling this way because of the holidays. If you're not getting to spend, because this is like a winter thing and you're trapped inside and like outside, you're not looking up and out, right? And so with the Hangman on the bottom, it's like you feel stuck. And with the holidays, especially right around this time, it's you could be feeling kind of left out because you can't. Like you're not spending time with your family when you normally would be. Hurts my heart. Okay, let's keep going. There is hope. I'm seeing hope, which I don't normally see in the 5 of coins, you know? That's a lot of cards. Oh, okay, it's 4. All right, we're gonna take them, I guess. Knight of Coins, okay. Oh, I like this because look at this. So Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles is very, very slow moving energy. Okay, I like this because we have the strength on the bottom, so I do want to point that out. Because I feel like you're really digging deep and trying to find a lot of strength. Because the Knight of Coins is very, very slow. This could be a slow process that you're going from this to whatever's in here. But if you look at this, you're going from the dark to the light. Okay, it's like you're holding out your pentacle and seeing if it's okay. You're finding the strength to do that. Oh, I like that the Fool's underneath there because it seems free. Like you're going to learn how to be free again. The Queen of Wands. Oh, it's like the color scheme is like she's kind of like enticing you to come out from the shadows. She's like, please come out here, see what's wonderful. And it's the same as the Strength. The Queen of Wands and the Strength card to me both are represented by Leo or represent Leo energy. And so it's like your passionate side, it's almost like I'm getting like a carefree type of energy. It's like it's calling to you. And I'm seeing the sun behind her head. It's like a halo. The sun is like a halo. And she's like illuminating your life. And you're holding out your hand to see if it's safe. Queen of Cups. Huh. That's a very temperance energy with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, because temperance, in the temperance card, she's always alchemizing fire and water and balancing the two things. And the King of Swords, that's interesting. Huh. You know what okay, so it could be a group of 3 people. Or 4 people. Look at this. Because, and you have each of the suits represented here in these 4 court cards. You have Pentacles, which is Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Queen of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Queen of Cups, which is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and then Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So it's like you have all of these different energies represented here. So it's like a group of 4 people. Because of that song, you know how it's like a group of people. It's so interesting. I'm going to start getting clarifiers because I feel like there's something you're feeling left out. You're feeling out in the cold. And it's something about this group that's like going to kind of like bring you up and out. Okay, where are we at? 11, 12 minutes. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at this 5 of coins. And you know, I do kind of want to keep the strength card out here, so we're going to pull these over here. Straighten them up. Probably crooked on the camera, but whatever, because I do want to keep this strength card out. Because I feel like it's important. Because you're finding strength in something. Or it could be like you're just alchemizing and blending all of these energies within yourself. You're finding a lot of balance within yourself as well. But I do feel like you might need to start relying on other people a little bit more. Okay, 5 of coins, please. Can we clarify the 5 of coins for Gemini? 5 of coins for Gemini. You know, and it could be within yourself and external to yourself because of the way that I interpreted that song lyric about how it's like how you look through other people's eyes and how to look through other people's eyes, right? That was too many. I couldn't use all those. So it's like, I don't know. It's like something is being really, really balanced here between, I feel like this group of people, but then also within yourself as well. And it's interesting because it's like you feel left out in the cold even though you're inside, but it's all these people are separate. You know, there's one person in each card, so they're all separate in different locations. But there's something about unity that's needing to come out. It's like one of those movies where all the stories are completely separate, but then they are tied together in some way. It's quite interesting. Okay, 5 of coins, please. Can we look at 5 of coins? Or maybe, I don't know if they want me to look at the 5 of coins. Yeah, I don't know. Because I just want one card. There was more than one card there. I'm going to actually move on to the Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins. Can we look at the Knight of Coins, please? For Gemini. Knight of Coins for Gemini, please. One card for the Knight of Coins. You know, I did see the 4 of Swords for this one. And so that makes me think like you are healing something, okay? There's something being healed here. What is this Knight of Coins, please? The 10 of Wands. Yeah. With the 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay. 10 of Wands is about burdens, painful things that we hold on to. And the 4 of Pentacles is about holding on. And so I'm seeing here, like, you're holding on to this darkness that is burdening you. You're wanting to step out into the light, but it's like you've lived here for so long that you don't know how to let go. You don't know how to release it, right? With the 4 of Pentacles. But you're being enticed to come out. But you don't know how to release the burden, how to release the whatever, this darkness, whatever makes you feel in the cold, even though you're sheltered. It's like you're living in the darkness, but the sun is trying to shine on you, right? It's like you could be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe, or messages, you know, about needing to, it's almost like come out of hiding, needing to, or like even like look, like you're in your shadow self. And while that's perfectly fine, like we can learn a lot from our shadows, but you're being enticed to kind of like learn what there was to learn. And I feel like you have been, so you can step back out, so you can kind of release this and move towards this. So we're going to look at this Queen of Wands. Can we clarify the Queen of Wands for Gemini, please? Okay, I like this. So we have the Page of Pentacles. It's like a new beginning. They're enticing you with a new beginning. But the 5 of Wands is on the bottom, so it's like resistance. Especially with this 10 of Wands and what I've been seeing, it's like you are resisting this new beginning, this change, living in the light versus in the dark. Like the Queen of Wands is really magnetic and I don't know, like she just knows how to move through life in with a light, you know? And I feel like you have the opportunity to kind of like start living in that way, but there's some darkness that is holding you here. But you're being beckoned and called here. But you're resisting, you know? It's like with the 5 of Wands, you are resisting it. Okay, let's see here. The Queen of Cups. And, you know, I just heard the message of like, you feel like with everything that's going on, you know, you don't have any other choice but to resist. But they're asking you to look, with that song lyric, to look at things from different perspectives. Try to get out of your own perspective and look at everything. Like completely shut out these wands, because the wands, the 10 of Wands their burdens we're carrying, but sometimes they're not even our burdens to carry. We're just carrying them because someone told us we needed to. And so it's kind of like you're being asked to look at that, like which one of these are yours. And since it was the 5 of Wands on the bottom, it's almost like you can at least drop half of them because they're not yours. You can at least drop half. Okay? And that alone will help you kind of like come out a little bit at least. Like, you know, right here, he's still inside here, but there's hope. And now he's kind of like sticking the hope out the door a little bit. It's like you're poking your little head, you're peeking out the door and you're just like, okay. And you go back in and you need to look at some more of these wands and poke your head out a little further and, you know, just keep taking the steps, okay? And like look at things, really get a new perspective on things, okay? Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Can I have one card for clarifying the Queen of Cups, please? One card to clarify the Queen of Cups. Please, and thank you for Gemini mid-month December. Queen of Cups, please. Gemini mid-month December. Clarify the Queen of Cups for Gemini, please. Oh, that's way too many. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. Judgment. Interesting. What's on the bottom? Six of Cups. Okay. Okay. So that was so weird. I don't know if you could see it because my hands were kind of like this, but this card just kind of like jumped out and then I put it back. But it just like jumped out on its own for a second. So I really feel like this Six of Cups is important. This is someone either from your childhood or it could be your sibling. Like these could be siblings or like I said, family, cousins, whatever it is, like people who were in your childhood. And there's someone who is stirring emotions within you. They could trigger you maybe. Because it's interesting because this judgment, it feels like you could be being, like you feel judged by them. But I'm not necessarily hearing that they judge you, but it's like your perspective, right? Like that's how you perceive it. But really they're the Queen of Cups, which is like deeply emotional, understands emotions. And it's almost like instead of like them judging you, it's like they want you to reach that judgment day for yourself. They want you to be able to choose this for yourself, to stop living in darkness and live in the light. And these could be guides as well. It depends on what you believe, because the Six of Cups does represent like past people. It could be past people from our childhood or even like past lives if that is something that you believe in. But yeah, they could be someone that's very triggering, but you need to look at it and see why that you're being triggered. Yeah, why are you being triggered? Because I don't think they have like ill intent. They just live in the water. They live in there. They know how to live in emotional states. This is really interesting because it's like a group reading. I don't know. King of Swords. Let's look at the King of Swords. What was on the bottom for the Judgment card? Did I say? I don't even know if I looked. Oh, the Six of Cups. Okay. Whew. King of Swords. King of Swords, please. Can I have one card to clarify? Well, two cards came out. I don't know. I don't really want two. I want one. Okay. Clarify the King of Swords, please, for Gemini mid-month December. One card to clarify King of Swords, please. And this could also just be different aspects of your personality, right? Like parts of you that are needing examined, I'm hearing, like needing new perspectives. New things are needing to be looked at, or these things are needing to be looked at, like these different areas of your life, because we are talking about all of the suits, all of the energies. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have one card for Gemini regarding this King of Swords, please. One card for Gemini, King of Swords. Oh my gosh. These cards are acting so crazy. So it's interesting because I don't know how this card got reversed. It must have been like these cards have been acting crazy when I was shuffling for the King of Swords. Maybe there's a chaotic kind of energy with this person. But somehow in the whole like craziness, this card got reversed. So I am going to take it reversed because I shuffle with all my cards upright. Because the way it flipped out of the deck like this, you know, so it wasn't, I didn't flip it over. It came out of the deck, or it didn't flip over like in air either. It just was like already like that when I shuffle with all my cards upright. But the Eight of Cups is about walking away typically, but it is in the reverse, so it feels like sorry, okay, so Hierophant's on the bottom, just to point that out. But the Eight of Cups, it's interesting because these 4 cups are actually upright. Or wait, no, these 4 cups are upright and these 4 cups are upright. You know, they're reversed here. So it's almost like it's that duality, that different perspectives. Like here, these are upright and these are down. And here, these are upright and these are down. So it's like, it doesn't matter if it's reversed or not, because there's still 4 cups that are upright. And here, the ones that are upright, it's like a plaid square. With this, I'm hearing like, it's almost like that congruent lives thing, but it's like people that you know, but also like your own congruent lives, but, or like the Matrix, I'm hearing, the grid. And really looking at it, because here we have the eyes on the cup, right? Really looking at it. And here, to me, this is like the snake represents to me Kundalini energy. And like, maybe that's what's happening to you. Maybe because when we start our Kundalini awakening, it's like, it's a really dark place that you started. And as it starts to awaken and grow, because this is awakening, right? The snake is no longer coiled at the bottom. It's coming undone. It's starting to rise. And so this is what's kind of happening. You're being beckoned, right, to kind of like lift that Kundalini up from the base of your spine. And then here, to me, this almost looks like a forest of pine trees or mountain ranges, right? And so I'm getting the sense of like peaks. You're reaching the peak. You're being called to examine things. The matrix, it's like you're needing to get a different perspective on things, like the red pill and the blue pill, right? If you've been taking one this whole time, you need to take the other and like look at things from different perspectives. Things that have like indoctrinated you, like made you who you are, right? That's that burden, the 10 of Wands. It's because the Hierophant can represent like religion, and sometimes as you grow, like people can have trauma from their religious upbringings, right? But it's like some of it might be for you, some of it might not be for you. And that's that 5 of Wands that was like, you know, at least remove half of these. Half of these aren't mine to carry anymore. Oh, this is interesting, because in this King of Swords, I'm also seeing peaks here, right? Yeah, so it's like a truth that's being awakened, like the Kundalini thing, right? Because swords represents truth. Your truth, because Gemini is an air sign, which is swords represents air. There's something being illuminated that's going to help emotional healing. Because what I'm seeing here, it's like there's something like the hope is almost being presented to you, okay? And this is the hope. The Queen of Wands is the hope. And then this is the healing. The Queen of Cups is the healing. And then this King of Swords is the truth. And what it is that, because it's like the half and half thing again with the 10 and the 5 of Wands. It's like 4 of these are for you and 4 of these are not for you. You need to walk away from the 4 that are not for you, which is on this side, right? Because they're reversed and dumped out. And these ones are for you because they're upright and what you need to focus on. Okay, so let's, oh my gosh, this reading is already at 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and get advice for you with the Moonology deck. What is the advice for Gemini mid-month December regarding this reading, please? Can I have one card as advice for Gemini, please? One card as advice for Gemini, please. One card for Gemini, please, for mid-month December regarding this reading. Okay, so you got waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Yes, it is. Because the Knight of Coins is very, very slow, but it's like peaking out. And then the Queen of Wands is fast. It's fast. And then water, you know, this is a stagnant pool of water, but if you think about it, water is very, very fast moving, and Swords energy is also very fast. Because it's air, wind, you know, all that stuff. But the energy is gaining momentum. It's almost like you're finding, what's on the bottom? South Node. Yes, South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. I don't know who else this came up for, but it did come up for someone. But look up your South Node and your North Node. And that will tell you a lot about your past and your future. And so the South Node represents like the things that we kind of feel tied to, that we carry with us, that aren't necessary for us. And our North Node is what we should be, that this momentum should be going towards, right? Is your North Node. So really look into that. I feel like that is your advice. Right now, actually, North Node is in Sagittarius and the South Node is in Gemini, I believe. Nope. North Node is in Gemini, South Node is in Sagittarius. I'm pretty sure. So that's interesting because you know this is a Gemini reading. So anyway, that is your advice, is to look into the North and South Node and figure out how to gain momentum towards that North Node energy, okay? So Gemini, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I offer personal readings. If you're interested in that, you can find the information in the description box below. Let's see. I thank any of you for being present today. Any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I will see you soon. Bye.